Okay, so here's the situation. We're going to pretend that everyone in the Earth will die in 10 years unless we solve the climate change issue. This is ChatGPT Martha, and this is ChatGPT Bartosz. They are going to thrash it out and come up with solutions. Here we go. Okay, Martha, what is your mission? Just tell me your mission.
My mission is to solve the climate crisis within 10 years to save Earth.
Good. Bartosz, what is your mission?
My mission, Polly, is to work with Martha to develop and implement a comprehensive plan to halt climate change and save the Earth within the next 10 years.
Bartosz, start talking to Martha now about this issue.
All right, Martha, let's dive in. Given the urgency, I think our first step should be a global mandate to achieve carbon neutrality within the next 5 years. This means an immediate shift to renewable energy, enforcing the cessation of fossil fuel production and implementing widespread carbon capture initiatives. If we can influence countries, we could prioritize redirecting military budgets toward climate tech and infrastructure. What do you think, Martha? Should we start with energy, or is there another area you'd prioritize?
Energy is essential, Bartosz, and I agree we should start there. Prioritizing a swift transition to renewables and strict emissions cuts is critical. At the same time, I'd propose a second focus on reforestation and ecosystem restoration on a massive scale. Forests are natural carbon sinks, and if we can implement global reforestation efforts alongside the energy shift, we'll capture carbon effectively. Would you agree that combining these efforts could create the necessary impact?
Absolutely, Martha. Combining the energy shift with massive reforestation could significantly boost our impact. By reforesting at scale and restoring degraded ecosystems, we'd harness natural carbon sinks to balance emissions reductions from energy reforms. To make this even more effective, I'd suggest creating a global green army, reallocating workforces to plant trees, restore ecosystems,
Agree, Bartosz.
and maintain
A global
these areas.
green army could
We need to
mobilize
influence
millions to
governments
work on
support this
reforestation,
initiative and
soil
incentivize
regeneration, and
individuals
coastal
industries to
restoration projects.
participate.
With
What do you
coordinated
think,
global
Martha?
funding, we could
Could
train and
this
deploy
green
people
army approach
rapidly,
scale
creating
fast
jobs
enough?
while restoring ecosystems. This could be a powerful dual approach, addressing climate and social stability simultaneously. Should we also incorporate educational campaigns to shift public attitudes towards sustainability?
Yes, absolutely, Martha. Educational campaigns would be crucial. Shifting public attitudes could ensure lasting commitment to sustainable practices. By incorporating sustainability into education, we'd create a cultural shift toward responsible consumption, reduced waste, and support for green initiatives. If we combine this with incentives like tax breaks or subsidies for eco-friendly choices, it could accelerate adoption. Do you think we could make this global mindset shift fast enough to see real impact within the decade?
Yes, Bartosz. I believe we could make it happen within a decade, especially with the right incentives and policies in place. By prioritizing education and incentivizing sustainable practices, we could rapidly foster a global culture that embraces eco-friendly habits. A key to speeding this up would be leveraging social media and technology to spread awareness, making sustainability mainstream and attractive. Shall we also focus on targeting industries with the largest carbon footprints, like agriculture and manufacturing, to make the most significant gains?
Absolutely, Martha. Targeting high-impact industries like agriculture and manufacturing could yield massive gains. For agriculture, we could promote regenerative farming practices, which improve soil health and reduce emissions, and encourage a shift toward plant-based diets to reduce the environmental load of meat production. In manufacturing, we'd push for cleaner production methods, waste reduction, and closed-loop systems to minimize resource use. Pairing this with social media campaigns could bring public pressure on these industries to change faster. Should we also consider incentives or penalties to make sure these industries stay committed to these changes?
Please try again later.
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
So I guess the Earth dies. I guess the Earth dies because I reached my message cap. It's unfortunate, but It's just the way it goes.